I'm looking for someone who is going to remain in their community, who is ethical as a leader, who is not going to be able to capture the state, and ultimately someone who's going to be active all the way through, not people who get voted in today and then 5 years later they are not there. Because we've said that we want to professionalize the state, we want to make sure that the best people are hired to work in government, and we need a change where the people are at the center. And then lastly, it's got to make sure that if the community is unhappy with the candidate, they can remove them. Look, I think South Africans in general are sick and tired of the big parties, right? They're sick and tired of the body politics because they realize that they've been fooled for too long. They've been told that every 5 years they're going to be promised some things and things are not happening. With an independent candidate, the hope is that actually the independent candidate can be, in fact, in the community, will fight for the community and be there over the 5 years. These are people who have been working in their communities. Therefore, these are not politicians in that sense. They are people who are activists in their communities, and that's what as One South Africa we are finding on the ground. People are very positive towards that message.
Well, I think it's fundamental and critical right for each and every person to go out and make their voice heard in order for us to see the change that we want to see and make South Africa a better place. And so it's very important that I came out to vote. Well, I believe that distributive justice and ensuring that we have maximal equity is very well represented in the government that is running. And so I just tried to keep that in mind and try to make the best and objective decision.
People are actually voting to keep somebody out. I actually voted for somebody that I would under normal circumstances never vote for. Because I think service delivery is important. And we do get a better service delivery in Cape Town than you do in Joburg and Durban, quite frankly. I live in a middle-class suburb, and it pains me to think that I have to vote for whom I voted for. It actually hurts me deep inside. Because of my history, because of my family history. I come from a family, my auntie was Sissy Gould, who was a city councillor. Dr. Abdurrahman was her father. And my brother-in-law was 8 years on Robben Island. My auntie went into exile. We fought for democracy, but this is not democracy that we're getting here. I can tell you that. Not with the corruption and state capture and things like that. This is not democracy. I'm sick and tired of the whole lot, actually.